Hello everyone and welcome back to Transport Fever. Looking over what we did last episode, we went ahead and started this new map, which will be a little bit more on the creative side than the functional side. However, I mean, you know, we have $30 million in the bank, right? And none of this that we built so far has cost us a dime. So I'm pretty happy about that. I think there are some costs with buying trains, so we're not quite there just yet. And you'll see here that we have filled in a lot of this large dual station. It is a passenger and freight station with trees and shrubs to try and cover up some of the greenery. I know some of you guys in the comments wanted some dirt to be through here, or gravel, right? Because that would be a little bit more functional than having shrubs and trees. Can't really do that in Transport Fever. There could be probably a mod for that. However, the only mod I am currently running is the additional industries. So, I think it looks fine. I think it has a nice look to it. And as you guys know, this is going to be kind of one of the main towns here. And I'm going to start laying out a few extra roads. Try and get this other bridge to work because there needs to be a way to cross these railroad tracks in a viable manner. And so let's go ahead and just get started on that. So this is just going to be another 2-lane. Kind of just going straight across. Now, nice thing is we could potentially, you know, put something here. However, it looks like bridge pillars are going to be a problem. Yeah, definitely a problem with that one. Let's try that, no. See, I wish there was a way to edit the gaps in how they're done. Like, I have so little amount of pillars through there, and they're not creating a bit of an issue, though. They are clipping on this section of the rail. No, they aren't. For some reason, this bridge is going from 4 columns to 1,000,000 columns. Maybe if we ground this side first, it'll help. Let's first keep this over here. And that goes straight, but we'll just go down a click or two. Get that as close to this road as possible, accept it, and then let's see if we can make it go across here. Doesn't look like it, so we might have to just bulldoze this road, bring this bridge to a bit of a close, because it wants to build that dirt ramp there, which is perfectly fine. That's an understandable kind of process. And instead, what we'll do is we'll connect these two with more of a tunnel, I think, if it'll let us. I think something like that could be a happy median to our solutions here. What's this? No tunnel, standard tunnel. Okay, and sadly, one of the issues with that is the terrain is a little too steep now. Not quite as flowing as I personally want it to be, so we're gonna be editing this just a little bit through here. Oh wow, okay. So it's a little difficult to get a road started from a tunnel. All right, so we'll go this and then just connect it like that. And I think that's a much better look than what we were getting before. I will kind of try and equal out the terrain as much as possible. You can get some weird jagged edges in this game. I know some people don't like that, and I'm definitely one of them. I'm gonna leave the one bank a little bit more jagged than the other, though. Like the right side to be a little bit more steep. And overall, this looks meh. Just looks a little meh. So hold on, let's see if I can't fix the hillside first by flattening it out. Sometimes this is just what you gotta do to get the effect you want. You wanna mess with this a bit, raise some sections up, re-flatten it out, and then go back in with your road, just like this. Okay. Didn't help a whole lot, but I think I think it helped a little bit in this area. It's weird looking. It's a little weird looking. But we got the bridge across on that side. Let's see if we can't get it to function now over here, or if the pillars are just gonna go nutty. The pillars are gonna go nutty. That's fine. See, it'll allow for that type of construction. So what I'll probably have to do is delete part of the bridge like this. Okay, maybe more of the bridge than I thought. Bridge pillar collision. Ooh. That might be good. There. Ugh. Not good. Hold on. I will fix this. And we're gonna get this to look pretty. That is the mission of this, and I am failing at it. Even when you have unlimited money, it seems like the game wants to fight me a little bit. There we go. That's kind of what I wanted originally. There. So we got these two long bridges to connect the one side to the other side. This is probably going to end up being more residential simply due to the passenger side being here. This is going to be probably ending up more industrial or slightly commercial. Though I might have to put a commercial stop on this side as well and maybe ship some things back and forth. People can walk through here, so it's not too disjointed. And of course, they're going to be able to drive as soon as I get a straight section about like that. All right, and then we'll just connect this bridge up like so. For some reason, this bridge reminds me of bridge at my hometown. Kind of has that kind of slope to it. All right, so we got that. That looks fine. So this town is reconnected in essence. And no warnings, so that is a-okay with me. Now these, as soon as I hit play, it's probably gonna be like, whoa there, buddy, these two things aren't connected, but we'll get there. All right, I think at this point, really this is the only passenger line. Let's look at the industries over here. So this is just a depot, and this is a depot, and I wanna try and get this one functional first, and we'll go from there. So ideally, we can kind of pick up this side of the river relatively easily via kind of vehicle, you know. So we can get fertilizers. They're going to be producing that for us, and we can take the fertilizers where? Where do you take the fertilizers? It's a new industry. I wanna take that. So you can take that over to the grain silo, and the grain will start producing some actual items there. And then you take the grain. I don't know why you can't turn the grain straight into food. Oh, well, you kind of can. You take the grain to either this dairy farm or this food processing plant. Or, no, not food processing plant. Either this dairy farm or this animal farm. And you can take either of these two to this food processing plant, and then that's the only food processing plant that we have. I like this. I like these smaller maps for this reason, because it has much more of a believable chain, right? Because in the larger maps, you can kind of go wherever you want. But this, we only have one food production. Like, we had to cover all these towns with this single food production, and I think that's interesting. Okay, so I think, yeah. Let's hook up the passenger lines first, and then maybe we'll see about freight. So, let's get a line going over here to Shildon. Shildon needs a passenger line, and ideally, we're just gonna knock this out. Sadly, you know, this is just very disruptive to towns to put in these type of things. So let's do this. Passenger line, train station. Yes, please. It's going to be a 2-platform at 240. How long did I make these platforms really short? Yeah, I needed to make these longer. Let me see if I can upgrade these. I had to redo the tracks if I wanted to do that. How long is a 320? Wow, it's a big station. We'll keep it short for now. But all the new ones, we'll try and make them at least 240 so we can get some longer trains in the long run here. And secondary street connection, yes please. So we're just gonna square this up to this city block because it looks cool to do so. We'll flatten all this stuff out, make it nice and smooth, so when we lay out the roads again, we won't get any weird collision issues. All right, and then this, kind of do that there. And now, rails. So this is the kind of run up to everything. This music, I swear, this Admiralty James Numbers song, you make me so angry. It's like the audio just cuts out on it. I don't know if that's baked into the song or if it's just the bad audio of the game, but it drives me nuts. I don't know about you guys. I just feel like my computer's lagging when I hear it. All right. So let's go this way, cross over, go towards the river. And again, just like we've done before, I'm trying to make these gentle and as cohesive, kind of following the natural terrain and path of things as possible. Let's do the interior first. And that's a nice straight section of track. Eventually we'll get a lot of trains through here very quickly. And good, we didn't destroy any of the farm fields. That farmer's gonna be pretty happy with us. Let's do the inside corner first. So about to there. To here, check this road. Sometimes when these tracks interact with the road, that's where you get some weird stuff. So we're gonna come up and then over. I'm gonna try and keep relatively centered between this road and a riverway. All right. And then it pretty much just goes parallel at this point. And this will be really cool once you get a lot of forest through here. And I'm pretty excited to see that because Transport Fever by itself, if you take a look at it, there's no trees. And when we add that in there, I just think it's gonna add another level of detail, just like these train stations. Things will look a little bit better, in my opinion. Okay, so let us go ahead and do a bit of a time lapse. I want to do time lapses in this because it's a little quicker for you guys to see, and I want to try and keep these videos a little bit All right, so now that we have pretty much all the stations covered, the other one that we're not going to is Dawlish at the moment in the top left corner there. It's a little mountainous, and I'm not quite sure which direction I want to come from. Either I can come from Market Deeping or Shildon. And, you know, I'll let you guys decide where exactly and how we connect up to that upper corner. It could even be by bus rather than using a train. Who knows? But trains, of course, are a little bit more efficient. And this is the track layout. It's interesting. I would say it's a little redundant in areas and probably not the most efficient or best looking lines in the world. But I think it's better than what we had on the last map at the bare minimum. You know, you can go to pretty much every town from every direction. And that's gonna get a good rotation, I think, going. So I'll probably start by making our first route here. And this is going to be the, let's see. We can go to Shildon, to Reigate, to Hertford. And then maybe to, and then have another one go, Fillet, Reigate, Deeping, you know, so we can kind of get these three kind of in alternating U shapes, and then Reigate, of course, being kind of our central hub. I think everything should basically pass through Reigate in some way, which, if you think about it, kind of defeats the purpose of this whole interchange at all. If everything's going to go through Reigate, there's no sense having this line here. But to me, this is like in case we want to do an express route of maybe Philly, Hertford, and then Market, or maybe Hertford, Market, Shildon, bypass Reigate in general. That could be an option for us. But let's go ahead and set up new line, and this is going to be the Shildon. What is this? See, what I don't like about this is that whenever I set up a new line, the names disappear. So, Shildon to Hertford. So, Shildon. Hertford. Line. Alright, and the color of this line, we'll just call this the green line. Alright. And the first stop is going to be all the way over here at Shildon. It'll stop over at Reigate, pick up more passengers possibly, and end over here at Hertford. So another thing that we want to do at bare minimum is, of course, add some signals, right? Because right now, currently, the whole line thinks it can be used as a two-way. So if we do this and that, and we go ahead and assign these as one-ways. All right. Whoa, you do not like that connect all stations. All right, so what we need to do is, I don't think I did some of the entrances and exits to these stations. There we go. So there's the entrance and exit there. And of course, we'll come over here and do pretty much the same. Actually, no, this one does have it. I think Market does not, though. So we'll go ahead and add it here. Here we go. And because we're not doing proper train turnarounds, there's, you know, they have to kind of leave and go back the other direction, so that can create a little bit of delay because you're not clearing the platform necessarily as quickly as possible. I think we're gonna need a couple here as well. This main station. There we go. Looking good. Alright, so the Shildon-Hertford line is set up. Let's go ahead and do another line here. All right, and this is going to be the Philly market line. All right, so Philly market line. And this is going to be the orange line. Okay, we'll go ahead and get these stops in here. Philly to Reigate. Over here to market, and you'll see that we can actually use this other track to get back, and it'll be a little bit quicker because of that. So it does a little bit more of a proper loop there. The green line looks like it wants to kind of come back through this way. That's kind of interesting that it wants to do that, but we'll leave it. That's essentially our north and south line there. And I think those should work out for us, at least to start. Over here, this is kind of our current depot. So we'll go ahead and just buy some trains here. Okay, let's see. Well, I want something interesting, right? Let's get the, we've done the red arrow before, I think, on the last playthrough. So let's try this class 1042. All right, and wagons. Wow, definitely a lot more wagon types. I don't know if that's a mod or what, but it's interesting. So 120 kilometers an hour is basically as fast as this is gonna go. BC4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now the question is, I don't think there's a way to, oh wait, you can. Clone this vehicle, clone. So we'll get 2 trains on each route here. So train 1, train 2, train 3, train 4. Can I rename the trains? I can. Wow, didn't think I could. Train 1, right? So train 1, this is gonna be, I can change the color of this, right? Can't I change the color of you? It might have to be running first. All right, train 1, you are going to Shildon. Unable to find a path for electric. I see cables going the whole way. Yeah, no, it's fully electrified. I don't know why. Why doesn't it not like that? That's kind of an interesting thing. Maybe we need a few new signals to get through here. That could be it. Maybe it just simply doesn't like the fact that this doesn't have any switches either, so we'll add that there. We'll have to add some pretty much right before this curve. Now, whenever you do these crossings on a curve, it can be a little weird. Okay, good. It was flat enough. Okay, let's try this again. Train 1. Going to the Shildon line. Train 2. Shildon. Train 3, however, you go to the Philly? I don't know. I'm gonna mispronounce that the whole stream. I say stream. This is a recording. Okay. So let's take a look at the train. That's a good little sound to it, doesn't it? So that's our little electric train pulling that there. And let's see. Yeah, we can change the color. So this is the green line. Too green. Too green. Let's do a pale green. Alright, so train 1. That looks pretty good. That train's waiting for this one to clear some signals, it seems. These are relatively short trains. I'll probably end up making some longer ones for sure. But we'll just start with this, just to get people to start showing up at depots and things. What are you waiting on still? Okay. Well, that's weird. Let's, in the meantime, though, assign you to the same green for train 2. Man, that's a long wait. I don't think I'm having these signals right for this. That's fine. We'll even throw one here. I don't need a whole lot of these signals yet. I just need enough. It's a decent look for a train, I think. I wouldn't mind getting some electric cars on here as well. Going through one of the depots now, and this is our first train that we kind of get to see with this shrub look to it. I hope you guys think it looks good. I think it does. So off that train goes. So in theory, as soon as it passes that signal, the next one should come out, and this is the orange line. I'm gonna color you. Let's see, do I want a dark? Ooh, that's kind of nice. That color. No, I like the darker for this one. There we go. So this is our other train, and hopefully, you know, coloring them will help us kind of see what they are easier. So there he goes. Just wait for this one as well. Whoosh. Off it goes. All right. So in theory, we should slowly start getting people to want to take these trains. And definitely over here, you know, this is where the main switching is going to happen, right? Because both of them pass through here, which means if you want to keep going to either Market or Philly, you would have to catch a train over here in Reigate and switch lines. And I like that effect. It feels a little bit more believable whenever you get to do that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, we're gonna need some more switches. And hopefully this spaces out a lot of the trains as well. This one way and one way. You didn't like that idea, did you? No, you did not. I bet. I don't know why you didn't like that idea, to be honest. Okay, so we have some people starting to show up at the different locations. And at this point, we're pretty much at a good little spot. We've got some shuttles running between some towns. This is, of course, our large intersection here. And I think next episode we'll start doing some industry. Industry is always kind of harder to do. Wow, that thing's just flying. Industry is a little bit harder to do than your passenger trains. Your passenger trains are kind of just point A to point B. Industry, a lot more logistics to go into it. So I hope you guys are excited for that. And we are at the end of this episode. If you guys are enjoying Transport Fever, let me know in the comments down below. Subscribe to my channel for more creative goodness such as this. Hit that like button, and I'll see you all in the next episode with some more trains.